promised a quick video of kind of what happened with this impact and where all the bent panels and so on are. I've got a load of photos as well I'll upload which will show you the real detail of it, but basically the impact happened in this kind of area here. As you can see, it caved in the rear panel itself, pretty badly dented. The boot floor got a ripple in around this area here. It's kind of difficult to see in this light. Maybe if I show you, this area is where some of the paint got kind of burst off. But if you look at the ruler there, you can maybe see that there's a, oh I don't know, a good inch or so gap underneath it. So it's basically been shortened in length by about an inch, inch and a half, and it's gone down. The side panel itself I've kind of chalked out a little bit. You can maybe see here is the crease itself, just above the arch, and then also this here is kind of like it's blown out in this area and left this other concave area there. In here I can just get 2 fingers in there. That should normally be probably almost double that size, so this whole area has been pushed in this way. Most of the rest of it seems to be pretty true. The rear valance has been kind of pushed and buckled. It'd be great to think if this got pulled that a lot of this could actually come out, and it might be possible to pull or hammer and dolly that rear valance back in its shape rather than having to replace it and the closing panels. Especially my welding style has been pretty aggressive, shall we say. It's a mix of plug welds, but normally on the inside I've gone and stitched weld, put a continuous stitch on the inside as well. You can maybe see that, for example, in here, the stitch hole inside. Similar with the rear boot floor to rear panel, it's all continuous stitch there as well. Other thing to note is obviously the panel itself has been bowed out, so this gap in here, but I'm just going to get a bit of light on it. You can maybe see there that that's quite a sizable gap now. That would normally be, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, and it's probably a good inch gap, so that whole quarter panel has been blown out sideways that way. Yeah, this is my interesting rear bench repair. I decided to totally not to reinstall pockets and go for one big long continuous bench. I have some funky plans there. Hopefully the structure is still all fine there though. What I'll also do is the arch I was going to go on as a group 2 wide, I'd pre-drilled in there. I'll supply the arch as well because it might give you a good idea of how that panel would have originally fit and how far this has been moved in forward. As I say, there may be a very remote chance that getting it on the frame and pulling it might straighten that or true up enough that certainly this area here might pop true, and maybe this crease might be possible to panel beat that back in, but I don't know. It was quite a big whump, and certainly the way I've welded everything together, it's going to be interesting to see that all pull back into shape. Okay, as I say, look at the photos that I'm taking as well. That should show you a load of detail. Only other thing is, this door gap is pretty tight. It was tight to start with. I'm not quite sure if that's been reduced at all in this whack. I don't think it has, because certainly the rocker itself, or the sill, seems still pretty true. There doesn't seem to be any rippling on that at all. There's a small ripple on the inside, but that's I think just the way that the inner sill or the floor came up and the way I welded it on. Not totally flush, but it's a very slight ripple, but you're the best judge of that. And that's my interesting inside right now, but you'll have fun looking at that when you receive the car. Okay, cheers.